Hello everybody and welcome to another Vintage Fans and More product spotlight brought to you by Fanimation. As you've probably already figured out from all of the information that got you to click on this video, today we are installing Fanimation's new Spitfire DC fans in my condo. This project has been many months in the works. We've been waiting for these fans to arrive here in the States. And of course, once the fans started arriving, the selections that I had made were some of the last to arrive. I'm just going to start off by saying excuse the continual state of moving in. Things are not completely done and settled for me yet, but this project is important for me to work on because it is getting colder outside, so I do have the heat running. And right above me here is the largest vault in the space, which I think is just collecting a lot of the heat that I am producing right now. So I really want to get started on this, get these fans installed so I can start reclaiming that heat. Depending on how my time goes today, this video may also be filmed in different chunks. There may be some cutoffs and abrupt transitions as we go. We'll just see how things work out. This video is going to be more of a vlog style, unboxing and installation oriented video. I'm also going to be working on some different content around these fans for other platforms and purposes. So this video will not be the only thing you see of them, and be sure to keep an eye out on my other social platforms for everything else that's going to come out. I think with that, let's get started. I'm so excited to see this project finally come together. So here is everything that we're working with today. Fanimation has graciously provided both fans and all of the parts and accessories needed to complete this project. And if you've been watching my moving vlog series, you're probably already pretty familiar with the space, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick run through anyways. So here in the proper living room space, there was no existing lighting or fan locations. I added this location here in the center and temporarily reinstalled the existing fan that was up at this location. As these units were designed, this area typically would have been used as a dining room. I don't really personally have use for a formal dining room or even a dining table, so I'm using it more as sort of a secondary sitting area. This electrical box was previously further up the slope, which made a little more sense for something like a dining chandelier where you would want it a little bit more central to where a table would be placed. However, we had to go in and correct some shoddy electrical work, so at that point when we had it opened up anyways, I elected to move it down centered into this space, which just allowed me a little bit more flexibility with the size of the fan and really provided what I feel to be the best function. So this location is where I'm going to start today. Like I said earlier, I really want to take advantage of the heat reclamation here, so this is the one I want to move on first. I'm really excited to experience this new generation with the Spitfire DC. I really have not had much opportunity to play around with the original Spitfire. Of course, I know the design well and absolutely love it, but I know that performance left something to be desired. I've selected the new 64-inch blade span. The new DC motor has 4 larger sizes available: 64-inch, 72-inch, 84-inch, and 96-inch. And you can see the energy guide average airflow listed here at 7,429. The 64-inch at high speed moves nearly 10,000 CFM, which is hugely impressive. That is verging on what most of the mainstream 8-blade 72-inch fans move at high speed. So the Spitfire DC is no joke. Of course, with all of the brass and black trim throughout the place, I have selected to go with brass motors and black blades. I think it's going to provide the true statement and contrast necessary for these types of ceilings. You need something with some drama and presence. I think these are going to be perfect, and I'm really excited to see the slightly oversized scale within these spaces. I wanted to go with something a little bit larger scale because I am a big fan of the oversized trend in ceiling fans, but I didn't want anything that felt too heavy or really too large either. Fanimation's immense range of sizes made it possible for me to get exactly what I wanted and needed for the space. They really have size versatility nailed down, and that's something that I really appreciate about their brand. Alright, I'm sure you're tired of me talking and just want to see some fans, so let's get going. Look how beautiful that is. I love Fanimation's brass finish. I've got a 24-inch down rod here. The fan includes 12-inch but I asked for this one because I just want to see what it looks like here with the 24. I did also get light kits for both units. Honestly, mostly just for the fact that I prefer how the Spitfire looks with a light kit, but an increase in functional light certainly doesn't hurt either. So I think this is the last bit of unboxing for the first one, and I can start assembling. As you may know, a lot of times I do not trim the lead wires, but I just know that Fanimations can be a bit of a pain to get in the canopy, so I'm gonna do it here. Even doing that, I still try to leave quite a bit of excess. When installing newer fans, I almost always put tissues between these canopy parts. Just helps avoid everything getting scratched up. I'll just get this ball on and then I can head up to the ceiling. All right, ready to go up. Let's see how this works. One thing I always love about Fanimation is how their mounting brackets have all these different orientations to suit different box positions. Especially on a vaulted ceiling, this opening has to face upward, which is not always easy to orient if you only have one set to work with. So I always feel like Fanimation makes it easier to install than most with the way they design their stuff. Just across the board, they do really smart design. Alright, so I kind of just wanted to eyeball the height here from some different angles before going any further. I think it looks good. Any higher and it's just gonna look like it's smushed up there. So I think I will continue and get it wired in. Alright, so installation at the ceiling is complete. It's definitely toasty up there. I'm sweating after that installation. I've got batteries in the remote and I've selected a new code for the dip switches. So I'm going to apply power, press learn in the remote, and the fan will complete its setup process. Alright, while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna get this battery compartment door reinstalled on the remote. We are already blowing things all over the place. Initial first impressions, the airflow seems to be very good. Alright, so this one is essentially done and ready to go. I don't think I'm going to have time to do the second one today, but that's okay. I will save some of the additional commentary until the entire install is done, but I will say that this right here is one of the reasons that Fanimation was really the only choice for me in this application. I wanted to have this incredible aesthetic low speed. Nobody else has matched this level of speed control in their DC motors yet. It is my absolute favorite thing, just can never get enough of this. The scale in terms of size for this space really ended up being perfect. It definitely brings that large, oversized feel, but it's not too large for the space. It is absolutely perfect, and I simply adore it with my other lighting and trim. So next time I am back, we will move over here. I did move the ladder over thinking I could slip this one in real quick, but I just don't think I have time. So with that, I will see you back hopefully very soon. Alright, I am back for round 2. Gonna get right back into it by getting this existing fan taken down. Okay, done with installation up top. I'm gonna get set up running, do a little bit of cleanup, and then I will be back. That turned into a slightly longer break than intended, but here we are with the final install. And I'll go over here and give the first view with both together. I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. This is everything I wanted it to be and more. The size, I think, really did work out perfectly. So I haven't even cranked both of them up to high together yet, so let's go ahead and do that. And I do have each fan on its own remote because obviously I'm not going to want them on the same speed all the time. The airflow is definitely strong. I can feel it meet in the middle from both fans right here. Even this one is moving great air. Sometimes with the slope down on this side, it can choke the airflow down a bit, but that doesn't really seem to be a problem here. Definitely ample airflow for the space. Very happy with it. Let me turn them back down a little bit, and then I want to talk about the light kits. Fanimation has been implementing color tunable light kits on most of their new introductions, so the remote is set up just a little bit differently. The button on this side you press and hold to cycle through dimming, and then the button on this side allows you to toggle through a number of different color temperatures, which is super nice. Don't know if those different colors are going to show up super well on camera, but even just with so many different LED color temperatures going into general lighting these days, it's nice to have this versatility built directly into the product. The Spitfire DC also comes with FanSync Wi-Fi included. That used to be an upgrade for an added cost. I do not currently have that feature set up and can't show you for the time being because I am waiting on my new internet to be installed. I do have temporary internet access right now, but it's not very powerful, so I'm trying to not set up too many things on it for the time being. I'm just so over the top excited to see this installation finally complete. It has been a long time coming and turned out even better than I expected. All of the projects around here are of course not completely done yet, but things feel a little bit more complete with fans on the ceiling. I need to thank Fanimation immensely for their continued partnership and for making this video possible. It is always a pleasure to work with the latest and greatest that they're presenting. Be sure to check out the description to follow, subscribe, do everything for Fanimation's social accounts. While you're down there, be sure to check out my other accounts, especially TikTok and Instagram. There's going to be more content with the Spitfire DCs coming out soon. Stay tuned to my channel here on YouTube as well. I'm going to be putting out a little bit more of a polished video with some of the more concise factual information about these fans in it. So this video is really just the introduction and preview for what's coming with these fans. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications to get updates for all of my upcoming videos, and I will see you again soon.